Hello friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel run by PMC Primary Education Department. I'm Pradnya Ganu and today we are going to see Environmental Studies Part 1, Standard 5. Lesson number 2, Motions of the Earth. As the name suggests, motions means movements. Earlier we have learned that all the planets they rotate by themselves, that is one motion, and they revolve around the sun. That is another motion. So let us learn first one out of it, that is rotation. Let's have a look at the spinning top. It is rotating by itself. It is spinning around itself. Actually, it spins around its own axis. It does not rotate around any other object. So we can say that the turning of an object around itself is called rotation. Likewise, we can see in this image, there are two rotating objects which are actually spinning tops. We can also see an imaginary line passing through it. This line is nothing but the axis of rotation. So this is an imaginary line around which the object actually rotates. Same principle is applied in Earth's rotation. Here we can see a dancer, a ballet dancer, which is spinning. So again, it is spinning around an axis passing through it. So this is known as the axis of dancer's rotation. Likewise, this is our Earth, which is rotating continuously. And the red line that we can see is the axis, an imaginary line around which the Earth rotates. So it is also known as axis of Earth's rotation. The imaginary line around which the object rotates is called the axis of its rotation. May it be a spinning top or a dancer or may it be the Earth. They all have an axis around which they rotate, which is known as the axis of its rotation. Let's have a look in detail about the Earth's rotation. Here is our planet Earth. As we can see in the video, the Earth is rotating around itself. This rotation occurs from west to east. So the Earth always spins from west to east. This movement of Earth is known as rotation of Earth. Let's have a look at it. This is our planet Earth moving from west to east around an axis which is actually an imaginary line. Here, when Earth starts at one point, to come back to that starting point, it requires one full day, which is known as one rotation. So the period of time that the Earth takes to complete one rotation is called a day. This is a usual term which we use in a day, for a day. So that day means the time period in which one rotation is completed. Now again, this day is divided into two parts, daytime and the night time. Daytime is the time period when Earth receives sunlight, whereas nighttime is the time period when the Earth is in darkness. It does not receive sunlight. Now, half of the part of the Earth has daytime, while the other part has nighttime. We can say it as day and night, simply two words. Now, for our convenience, we have divided this day and night time together as a day into 24 equal parts. And each part of this is called as an hour. So in short, we can say that Earth completes one rotation in one day, that is in 24 hours. And as a result of this, days and nights occur on the Earth. Let us have a look at it, how days and nights occur on the Earth. Here we can see in this image that sun is passing on light to Earth. Earth receives sun rays. Only that illuminated part of the Earth has daytime, whereas the other half of the Earth, where sun rays are not lighting it up, has nighttime. And then alternate all the parts of the Earth, they have day and nighttime because of Earth's rotation. Let's learn it in detail through this video. Here is our planet Earth rotating continuously around its own axis. Each part of the Earth receives sunlight alternately. The part of the Earth that receives sunlight has a daytime, whereas the other half of the Earth, which is in darkness, has nighttime. Now, due to Earth's rotation, continuous action of spinning, the part of the Earth which is in darkness comes into light and has daytime, whereas the part of the Earth which is in light, illuminated, it rotates and has darkness, which is nighttime. When we say that Earth rotates around an axis, we should know in detail about the axis of the Earth, which is actually an inclined axis. The word inclined means slightly tilted or slanting. Let's learn in detail. As we can see in the picture, the red line passing through the Earth is the axis of the Earth, but it is not exactly perpendicular. It is slightly tilted, or we can say it is slightly slanting, and hence it is known as the Earth's inclined axis. That is the axis of rotation of Earth. Now, as a consequence of this, let's see what happens. The Earth is spinning continuously, that is, it rotates from west to east around its own axis. And this axis of rotation is not exactly perpendicular, but as we can see in the video, it is slightly tilted or slanting. And as a result of this, a part of the Earth at the center receives direct sunlight, and hence it is warmer than any other part on the Earth, whereas the upper part, which is the northern part, receives less sunlight, and hence it is warmer, but not as much as the middle part. Whereas the downwards part, that is the southern part, is coolest one, since it does not receive sunlight or maybe a little light. So this is the result of spinning of Earth, but due to inclined axis. Now let us have a look at our planet in detail. The Earth, which we have learned earlier that spins continuously, that is rotates, which causes days and nights. What else is there on this Earth? As we can see in the video, the Earth is spinning, that is rotating from west to east, which is causing day and night and sunrise and sunset in different parts of the Earth. This rotation occurs because of the axis of rotation, which is inclined, and the two poles of this axis are nothing but the north and south poles. So the 2 points which we can see around the yellow dotted line are North Pole and South Pole respectively. The upper one is the North Pole and the one below is the South Pole. Now, if we imagine that there is a horizontal line, as we can see the yellow dotted line in the video, which is dividing Earth into two exactly equal parts, two halves we can say. That line is an equator, which is the warmest part of the Earth, whereas the half part in the north is the northern hemisphere and the half part in the south is the southern hemisphere. So this is what we come to know about our Earth and the consequences of rotation of Earth. Let's take a quick brief. The Earth rotates continuously, which is nothing but spinning around itself. It spins around the axis, which is known as the inclined axis. One rotation of Earth is completed in one day, which is divided into 24 equal parts, which are known as hours. So one rotation completes in one day, that is 24 hours. This rotation causes day and night. During daytime, The part of the earth is illuminated due to sunlight, whereas at night time it is in darkness. So as the part of the earth moves towards sun rays or sunlight, sun rises. Later on, it is noon time when it is the warmest time of the day. And as the earth rotates continuously, it moves on slightly away from sunlight when it is sunset, and then the nighttime starts, that is the darkness. There are two poles around the inclined axis of the earth. The upper one, North Pole, and the one below is the South Pole. The equator is the imaginary horizontal line that divides earth into two equal halves. The northern half is known as Northern Hemisphere and southern half is known as Southern Hemisphere. In the next video, we shall learn about revolution and the phases of moon. Till then, stay tuned, stay connected.